Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. My name is Tyler Eltringham. I was the team leader of One Shot Global, the winner of last year's ASU Innovation Challenge, and I'm now part of the Changemakers Central student leadership team, and I'm in charge of bridging Changemakers Central and Innovation Challenge. So I'm here to bring you the second part of the Innovation Challenge information session webinar. Last video we covered the official rules and the judging criteria and some really important dates and deadlines. In the second half, what we're going to do is cover the mentoring and the workshops, look at some sample proposals, and then how do you actually submit your proposal. As a reminder, because this is so incredibly important, applications are due by 5 p.m. on the final day of Global Entrepreneurship Week, Friday, November 18th of this year. Okay? 5 p.m., November 18th, 2011. So next we're going to look at mentoring. Mentoring is an incredibly important component of the ASU Innovation Challenge because you can't do this alone. It really helps to have a mentor who's going to be very engaged with your project and know what resources are available to assist you in moving forward. For instance, my mentor was absolutely key in helping One Shot network and develop a strong business plan when we didn't really know how business plans worked. We had a very kind of unorthodox approach to how we were doing things, and he helped us build our foundation. He was very involved. He got others very involved. A very worthwhile endeavor to have a strong mentor. So, who can be your mentor? Anyone from ASU, as in faculty, staff, they could be alumni, they could be working professionals who have no ASU affiliation, they could be from any industry, any profession. Just make sure that if you're going to, try and open a standalone bakery, that you have someone in that field be your mentor. Don't choose like a random doctor because they have lots of money or something. Make sure your mentor can really give you good input on moving your idea forward. On this page are some of the mentor responsibilities. You really want to make sure that your mentor understands what kind of things they'll be obliged to partake in and do if you win the Innovation Challenge, or if you don't win. How can they still be involved? How can they help you move forward regardless of the outcome? How can they help you move forward? It's all about them being a beneficial asset to your team, which is why it's so incredibly important to choose a good mentor who will be involved. On this form, or on this website, you can also download a copy of the mentor commitment form, which they just read and sign and submit on your behalf. If you don't know any mentors, or you can't really think of who you want to ask, there's two services that I want to tell you about. One is Mentoring Marketplace, which is run through the Venture Catalyst at ASU, where you can search a database of knowledgeable entrepreneurs and professionals who are willing to mentor students. It's kind of like speed dating almost, but for mentoring. And you can try and get a mentor in your field who is passionate about entrepreneurship and really wants to help you succeed. And then another one is Changemakers Central downstairs in the MU, across from the information desk on Tempe campus, and there are Changemakers Centrals on all 4 campuses as well. You can network with other people and attempt to locate a mentor that way as well. Or it can be a professor that you know, or someone in the field that you want to work in. This is really a great opportunity to practice your networking skills and see if you can really establish some strong professional relationships. So next we're going to go over some workshops, so how you can better prepare yourself for the Innovation Challenge. As you can see here, we're listing all of the information sessions where you can come in and basically hear this webinar, but maybe from a different perspective. So we have multiple people on our committee who might give you a little bit different spin on the information. So I definitely encourage you to go to multiple information sessions to learn as much as you can and really soak up the info. Maybe you'll hear a personal story that really kind of resonates with you. Aside from that, we also have Innovation Challenge office hours where you can stop in to get immediate feedback on your proposal. We'll have entrepreneurs and people in the fields of innovation on hand to review your draft. So you bring in your 2-page proposal and you bring in your 10 slides, and we kind of go over how we can better prepare you to enter and give you, some really strong feedback. You don't need to make any appointments, but we are on a first come, first serve basis. So try and arrive early. We'll also be holding writing workshops where you can hone your skills on what constitutes a strong application. Aside from Innovation Challenge, the Venture Catalyst at ASU through the SkySong in Scottsdale holds entrepreneur office hours on all 4 campuses, and this is incredibly beneficial to getting your company or your startup or your project to move forward faster. The Venture Catalyst is a wonderful opportunity to speak with entrepreneurs and experts who can really assist you in getting that next tangible step accomplished. And these are on all 4 campuses. Again, you can see the dates and locations on this page. And those are just some of our resources that we offer to improve your chances of submitting a strong and efficient application. Speaking of strong and efficient applications, we've decided to host one of our applications on this website to give you an idea of what a proposal might look like. We're not saying that this is a perfect score proposal, and we're not saying that this proposal won exactly, although it is a proposal based on One Shot Global, my nonprofit organization I started with my team last year for the Innovation Challenge. The requirements have changed from last year, and so this is what I would have entered if I were entering this year. It's just an idea, it's a template, it's kind of what you can do to get some inspiration to how you might want to format yours, see what you like, see what you don't like. But again, it's only a sample. As a reminder, your slide should include a budget, a plan for implementing your innovation, potential challenges and solutions, a timeline, and the people involved in your implementation. These slides should be uploaded as a separate PDF from your executive summary, so don't submit it all as one big file. For the slides, there's no font or margin requirements, but the applicants will be scored on the overall aesthetic, so make sure it looks pretty, okay? For example, you can see how I formatted it for One Shot. I address it by the need, the idea, and the impact, and then I leave off with our mission statement. You can use this format, or you can create your own format. What's going to set you apart from 300 other applicants? And then for the slides, you'll note that they are in PDF format. I made mine in PowerPoint, really simply, and I made sure to make this a little smaller for you. I made sure to cater to the aesthetic requirement, so I made it incredibly appealing to the eye. I made sure to use all of One Shot's own branding. See, how do we lead healthier, more fulfilling lives? That's the ASU challenge we addressed. Using their lingo is incredibly important. And again, it's only 10 slides. Make sure to address the challenges and your solutions to those challenges or the risks involved. Show who's on your team. You don't need to have pictures, but you can. And also make sure to show your timeline. And be sure to include your budget. And not only include your budget, be able to justify your budget. So ensure that you maybe have some sources for where you got some of your requested costs. Be able to associate your justifications with your budget lines, so show why you need, in our case, why we needed so much money for legal. It's because it's really important to structure ourselves as a nonprofit organization very early in our game. Again, we did request the entire $10,000 from the Innovation Challenge last year. And you can look at the executive summary and sample slides on the Innovation Challenge website under sample proposals. Okay, so You know how it works, you know the rules, you have an idea, now you can submit it. Let's go over the requirements one more time. It's a 2-page executive summary, Word or PDF document, double-spaced, 12-point, Times New Roman font, 1-inch margins. Okay? 10 slides, PDF document, include your budget, your plan, your timeline, and who's on your team. Make sure to address the potential risks and challenges. Just make sure that you're including everything. Like, look for the bold words. Those are really, really important. You don't want to miss one of these. You don't want to get docked off on one of these. They're important. And make sure your mentor submits the mentor commitment form. We use a platform called iStart to actually submit the proposals. And there's links to submit it all over the website. And then here's some pictures that kind of guide you through the process in case it's not self-explanatory. You can follow this little bit of a walkthrough. It does take about 30 to 40 minutes to submit your application, so don't wait until 4:30 on the deadline day to start this. Maybe start it right now after you watch this webinar, and then go back to it when you're ready to submit. So you can just click on Submit Proposal and submit it right there. And the last thing, so we're in a webinar. You can't really talk to me right now. You might have some questions. You could do one of two things. Either A, come in and see someone on the Innovation Challenge Advisory Board for our office hours, our information sessions, or our workshops. Or you can check out this FAQ where a lot of different questions that you might have are already addressed. So what is innovation? How do I get feedback on my idea? Do I need a mentor? What are metrics and why are they important? Maybe some of the things I mentioned in this webinar you're not too familiar with. So maybe you don't know what a metric is, or why is scaling an important goal? All of these questions are readily answered on this website. If you have a question and it's not addressed on this website, feel free to contact us. Click on Contact up here and submit your question, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Okay? And if you have any further questions, please make sure to reach out to someone. You can email us at innovationchallenge.asu.edu, or come into our office hours in Changemakers Central. And again, reach out to us on this website. All the data you need, all the content you need is right here. Apply any of these tabs on the left-hand side. And from one student to another, I really hope that if you have an idea, take the time, put together a proposal, and submit it. You never know what could happen. I mean, in this past year has been absolutely incredible for my team. We had this small idea that we weren't sure if it would really work. We submitted it. We got through the first round. We pitched our idea. We won $10,000, the grand prize. We had an absolutely life-changing experience in vaccinating over 300 students in one weekend with one shot. I mean, this is something that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. We started our own business, and the ASU Innovation Challenge was the catalyst for that. So I really hope everyone enjoyed this webinar and they found it resourceful and informative, and reaches out to us again in the future if you need anything further. My name is Tyler Eltringham. I'm the CEO of One Shot Global, and I'm on the Innovation Challenge Advisory Board. If you have any further questions, let us know. Thanks.